Here we get into some more. About that money, get residuals. Some more.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes. We go.
Ooh la la, ah oui oui.
We go.
Ooh la la, ah oui oui.
She go.
Ooh la la, ah oui oui.
Ooh la la, ah oui oui.
Ooh la la,
Ah oui oui. Ooh la la.
ah oui oui.
We go.
Ooh la la, ah oui oui.
Ooh la la.
Looking for M's like I lost a friend. How about
Out of bed like where the bread. What it do, YouTube? You now tuned in. FUNDAY TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. If it's your first time, then come on in. Over here, we dealing sports, hip-hop, interviews, motivation, and Popavisms 101. If that sound like your cup of tea, then please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, you know how we do. You know how we start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. We in the end game because I was scrolling through social media and I seen a picture of Serena Williams looking like she played in the movie The White Girls with Marlon and Damon Wayans. And I ain't gonna lie, like I told y'all, a lot of things don't shock me, so I don't be shocked and amazed like Bismarck. When you hear the beat, you will be shocked and amazed. Like, yeah, that part. And I just was taken back, you know what I mean? Because I like Serena, you know what I mean? She one of the reasons why, you know, when nothing else is on, keeping it a buck over here, full transparency. That means, yeah, you know what I'm gonna say. Y'all been rocking with the channel. I watched Serena. I watched her a few times. I bet on Serena, you know what I mean? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, kid, that part. So when I seen the little photo, and I won't go into no whole long, you know, I'll be messing that word up, you know what I mean, about her. But I'm interested in the comments. I told y'all I'd be liking the comments to gauge the temperature, to see what other people are thinking. It's very interesting, actually, to see what people be thinking about certain things. A lot of times, it's really just a troll fest. Like, you know what I mean? Let's just come over here, say the most craziest shit we could say, the most outlandish, ridiculous things behind these burner accounts. Shout outs to Kevin Durant, you know what I mean? And see if we could get some triggers and some reactions. So, you know, you hear with the white dude she with, I think he's a billionaire or he's a millionaire, you know, a couple of times over. It might be, yeah, I think he is a billionaire, right? She would end up getting a billionaire white dude. You know, that she self-hate and, you know, Instagram, the new matrix, social media where we live in, has influenced her because of all of the baddies and Instagram models and all that. The peer pressure to stay that it, you know what I mean? I never really seen her as that, like that she was keeping up, because to me, she always was a trailblazer. Her and her sister, you know, Venus, not only on the court, but I think outside the court as well. So then, you know, the last thing I was seeing is that, you know, that's why the father and old men was around. You know, I told y'all, in these YouTube streets that I'm in, these YouTube alleyways that I'm running across, and they should have never let me in. That part, yo, I'm here now. Like, I'm here now. And I don't put myself in none of these categories. To keep it a buck with you, I'll leave that for y'all to say whether I belong here, whether I belong there. My thing always been get in where you fit in. Like me, like Popavism 101, stay in your lane, be true to yourself, and then everything else will follow. Yeah, that part. I don't try to shimmy y'all with over here and then shimmy y'all over here. I may agree and disagree with certain sectors of YouTube. But I follow a lot of various channels. Some of them are very interesting in this. It's funny to see, you know, the wars that go on outside. No man is safe. And we're going to tie it in a minute. But, you know, they're like, no father. And then somebody had commented, because the video I was watching about it, they like, duh, she was raised by her father. Like, you know what I mean? And she was. Her father taught her sister, you know, how to become the, you know, the tennis champions, you know, that they are, world class. So I don't think it's father issues, even though they were saying that her relationship is strained with her father. I won't say that because I don't know. And when I don't know something on this channel, I just say, oh, nah, you got me. I don't know. You know what I mean? And when I know, then I'm going to stand on what I say. And I say what I say. So I was like, damn. But I still was taken back because I'm like, wow. And then, you know, obviously a lot of women are saying love yourself. And, you know, it's funny to hear them, you know, to hear certain women or, you know, just the majority of women saying low self-esteem, self-love. And, you know, that's a big problem. And you know, I won't say the elephant in the room. I think it's been talked about a lot of times, you know, self-worth, you know, validation and things of that nature. I never really seen, you know, Serena as not a self-confident woman. I mean, or have low self-esteem. Now, again, I don't know her, so I only can go off what I see. You know what I mean? What she presents to the public. Anybody that can wear a cat suit, you know what I mean? Like the outfit she wear in front of a whole bunch of people and perform the way she performs. She even got a commercial like, I think she like, if you never wore a cat suit to work, then you should try it. And everybody, all the women, everybody shouldn't try. You don't have the physical makeup in the body to pull it off. You know what I mean? You could do it, but you're going to get looked at with the side eye. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you, like Greenie in the morning? What are we doing? Yeah. Shout outs to Greenie, you know what I mean? And I just didn't see it that way. I just see like, they were saying it's makeup, that she not going Michael Jackson, you know what I mean? And then even now, years later, they saying Mike didn't really bleach himself, but he had a condition, you know what I mean? Like, so, again, she do look like the movie trailer for white girls, not being funny, not trying to be offensive. If it was makeup, then the person should be fired. They shouldn't even, you know, be able to have no more jobs at all. But even if it was a makeup artist, don't you think she looked in the mirror and before she sat up there in this picture that I'm showing y'all was like, yo, girlfriend, you got me fucked up. I'm not taking no photos like this. In fact, you know, you're out of here. Do you ever think about when you're out of here? Fly record in the video? Yeah, out of here. Range Rover? Yeah, you out of here. You never going to work in this industry again. Out of here. Like real bitch diva mode. Like, where's my tea? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where's my tea at? Like, yo, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? The point is, she knew she went out there. So that's why I don't think it's makeup. You know what I mean? I don't. So the real question now becomes, why? And if we did know the reason, say she comes out, will you and me, you know, us, we be happy with her answer, be satisfied? You know, we like to be in a lot of people's business. We nosy, we we doing what we do. We on social media searching because our lives is boring and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm being funny, but I'm not. Why does she do this? Is it self-hate? Is it self-devaluing herself? She's married, got a beautiful child, only one child, right? She's known all over the world. She's arguably one of the greatest athletes of all times, like the greatest of all times. Like when Muhammad Ali said it, like the greatest of all times. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to Muhammad Ali, may Allah have mercy. I don't know why. I try to think about what would make her do this, and I don't have the answers. But I know she grew up with her father. I know that her husband loves her. I mean, he's with her. He could have probably had anybody he wanted. So I really don't know. I would like to hear the answer. Maybe she'll address us. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll do the rest of her body. In fact, I just seen something on Instagram where the machine is just like literally, unless it's fake, taking the black skin off. And I think it's the Live Truth. He's a big Instagram, big TikTok personality. And he was like, you know, black folks don't do this or whatever. You know, I don't got to do it because I'm light skinned, but I'm black. Yeah, I'm black. You know what I mean? And sometimes light skinned niggas got to prove that a little bit more. We get tried a little bit more. Have you seen the Malcolm X movie with Jim Brown and all of them, Sam Cooke and all that? one night in Miami. I think Jim Brown asked him, like, what is it with you light-skinned niggas? Yeah, we get pushed to the edge a lot. You know what I mean? It's not just light-skinned chicks and the videos and the colorism. Yeah, the shit spills over to the light-skinned niggas too. You know what I mean? They be thinking it's, you know, it's something sweet, and then it don't be. Then they find out like, oh shit, this nigga is not to be played with. Nah, we gonna fight to the death. At least I am. You know what I mean? But anyway, I would like to know what y'all think. No, she got dragged. She's getting dragged. She's still who she is. I mean, she living her best life better than a lot of us. But again, if you can reach the top of the mountain, and a lot of us strive and work hard and never get there, and still not be happy. And I'm gonna do a video on about being happy, being internally happy, and then obviously the other stuff outside that comes with happy. And my man Great Fire, shout out to my man Great Fire, shout out to Lenny Lungs. They got a song called She's Never Happy. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna do a video on that. So yeah, we see a lot of people that's rich, famous, you know, well known, have stellar lives or careers, if you will, which made them, you know, famous and popular. And then they do funny things, and we look at them with the side eye like, why are they doing this? So self-love is the greatest love of all. That's what Whitney Houston said, right? Rest in peace to Whitney Houston. All right, let's move on real quick before we get to the main topic. Seeing ADEBAYO, you know what I mean? I know I ain't do no sports videos in a while. My Knicks lost 2 in a row. And I knew on this West Coast trip, I knew it was going to be tough. They had the Lakers, Clippers, Phoenix, Denver, and I think that's it. But they did play Memphis, who they beat, and they beat Houston. So, you know what I mean? That's good. But now we lost to Denver, and we lost to Phoenix. Bad. 128-105. They was not playing. And I think we play the Lakers and the Clippers next. So hopefully we could get one of those games, because we at 4, but we can slide real quick in the East. When the East is in the house, oh my God. Yeah, that part. So ADEBAYO was at the Seattle Marlins game, and y'all see the picture right there. He was chilling. Looked like he was with a couple of ladies, 3 white ladies, and looked like it was a sister, you know, in between. So the tall white lady that's getting him all of the flack, you know what I mean? She leaned on him or whatever. He kind of looked up, you know what I mean? But it was a smile. And the video was a short video. We don't know who she was. We don't know who she is, if he's dating her, because that's what people was like kind of trying to say. You know what I mean? I don't think that's his woman. You know, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, but what's the problem? You know what I mean? Like, I know like men is like doggy. Like you a high value guy. Like, even though, you know, the other guy says nah because he's an athlete. Well, you making money. You famous, you well known, you in your prime, you doing your thing, you know what I mean? You playing for the Miami Heat, you know what I mean? South Beach is in the house, you know what I mean? I love South Beach, you know what I mean? And you can have the pick of the litter, pretty much. But if he didn't want the pick of the litter and he was with her, what's the problem? You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people out there kind of mad, or they was kind of triggered by that. She wasn't really that attractive at all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Not really the height. Being tall doesn't really mean anything to me. You know what I mean? Tall or not. It'd be really women that be wanting 6'7", 5", Shaq type niggas. You know what I mean? They don't really want the short niggas. You know what I mean? But I ain't really see, you know what I mean? One, we don't know what it is. So, you know, it's just like I said, they be leading the troll march, and it's like, you know what I mean? Unite us. The 300, it'd be like 300 trolls from burner accounts going to different stories and topics just did to start shit and have people going crazy in the comments. You know what I mean? And I'll be with the popcorn like, this shit is hilarious. So that's it for anybody. Like, if say it come out that is his girl, then what? If she on his program and she doing, you know, what he needs, what's the problem? Because she's unattractive, because she's tall, because she white. Like, you know what I mean? That is 3 strikes, you know what I mean? White, you know, not looking good. But what if she was tall and black and not looking good? I don't know. Like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's number one. You know what I mean? That's why I don't see why it was a real big issue when my guy was like, you know, shorty's an adjustable 6. Cute, could be pretty, you know what I mean? Or whatever, how he do it. Everybody judge how they judge, you know what I mean? But I thought it was funny how she just leaned on his shoulder and then he turned around like, I mean, I thought that was funny. You know what I mean? But we don't know if that's his woman or not. We don't know what they was talking about, what was going on. Why was you at a Marlins game? Like, you know what I mean? I've been to a few Yankees games, but baseball is boring to me. Anyway, moving on to the next thing. Eboni K. Williams, right? She just called off her engagement with her fiance. You know what I mean? I tried to look. I ain't gonna lie. Like I really like look for things, but I just wanted to see one who the gentleman was, how old was he, and the kids, because she mentioned on the Wendy Williams show that he quarantined, and this is the reason. This is one of the reasons that she called the engagement off, and then also too that he didn't want any more kids. He had 3 kids. I don't know the ages. She was like his young kids or semi-young, and I don't know what that means. Was the mother there? Is it 3 baby mothers? Is like, you know what I mean? What's the situation? So it was kind of hard to gauge. But the thing that I'll leave with before I get to the last thing I'll talk about is she said that he didn't want any more kids, and she wants kids. I think she's 40 or 41. And she doesn't look bad for 41. I know that the wall be calling, you know what I mean? And I don't know if she did any surgery or, you know, modern science could keep us looking a little younger, a little longer, you know what I mean? If you freeze your eggs, which I believe she probably did, because that's what the next topic is going to be about. Why did you wait so long to be with him? For 4 years? Like not 2, not 3, not like LeBron, like not 4, not like 4 whole years. Like, and then you decide like, well, because you don't want kids and I do, you wasted 4 years. You could have got pregnant at 36 or 37 if she's 41. Like, what was you waiting for? And then it's like, you're not married. So why are you on the Real New York Housewives or whatever it is? I think she's going to be on that show. And my only answer is, I know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail. Run from it, dread it, destiny arrives all the same. Or should I say, I have. Like, whole 4 years? You wasting time, baby. Time is ticking. And you ain't got the time stone, so it won't be no, you know what I mean? It won't be none of that. And you can freeze the eggs and they might get freezer burn. Who knows? Like, shit happens, you know what I mean? So I wanted to know who he was. I ain't gonna lie, just to see who he was, see his age, and to see what age is his kids. And then he go live strictly with his kids for the quarantine, or was it another woman involved? Because then I can see, like, yeah, you quarantining with your kids, but you really technically living in a whole house with a whole nother woman. You know what I mean? And that goes to the equal, not equal, as men and women equal. And, you know, when pandemics and blackouts and catastrophe strikes, then we're not the same, right? I mean, we're the same now because everything is pretty much, we got lights, we got phones, and I'm playing around because these is a lot of the arguments on these channels that I be looking at. I ain't gonna front. This is what it is when I'm not looking at educational shit. This is what it is. The men is fair, the women's fair, and I told y'all this already in the other videos. Yeah, like Kanye pulled up in the other bins last week. Yeah, I mean, so I'm just wondering why she wasted her time, wasted his time. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely a waste of time on both parties. You know what I mean? And then could she have gone and stayed with him? Would it have been a problem? You don't want to meet my kids? I mean, a lot of times in these situations, because we're dealing with Mother's Day, right? Today's Mother's Day technically is really Saturday night, 1:15 in the morning. Yeah, I'm 1:15, I'm chilling, having some coffee. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water later because the fast of tomorrow, I need to stay hydrated. You know what I mean? It's 1:15 in the morning. What y'all doing right now? You know what I mean? If you a mother, then if you celebrating, salute to you. You know what I mean? Mother's Day is every day for me. I love you, Ma. Like Game said, yeah, I love you, Ma. I mean, whenever I get in the booth and I get exhausted, I think, what if Marika Baker had that abortion? I love you, Ma. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Regardless. But every day is Mother's Day for me. You know what I mean? And I try to let her know that as much as possible. As you should. You know what I mean? All this Mother Day shit, nigga, don't even be in contact with your moms. Can't even go check on your moms. You know what I'm saying? Don't do shit for your moms. All this Mother Day talk. But it's cool. Like I said, I don't knock nobody that celebrate. But, again, we get a lot of flack from, you know, women when it's like, you know, on these other channels. And they like, nah, we got a little bit of standards now. Standards is going up. And we kind of don't really want no baby moms, you know what I mean? We don't want no other kids and all that. Get a lot of flack behind that. So it's like, you don't want to meet his kids, you ain't accepting his kids, like you couldn't go over there with him and chill with him for the pandemic? I don't know. Was it business? You got to stay in LA? I think that's what she was. He in Jersey, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What y'all think? Like, Did she lose out on a good dude? Some people was like, yo, she dodged the bullet. He dodged the bullet. Who really dodged the bullet? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think, again, that's why I wanted to see who he was. I don't know who he is, so it's really kind of hard to say if he was a good dude or not. And even knowing who he was physically, the face and the name, I probably wouldn't be able to determine whether he's good or not. But I know he chose to be with his kids, and Shorty had to, you know, take it on the hop by herself. But she was like, you know, I want to be number one. Everybody want to be number one. One. Like, everybody want to be number one. And I get it. Your spouse should be number one, whoever your partner is, you know what I mean? But I just thought that was interesting. Like, you wasted a whole 4 years. And then now she's saying she want kids. So now that relationship is dead. Like, dame time? No, baby time. It's ticking. Eggs gonna get freezer burn. Like, how long can eggs stay frozen? That's a good question. Maybe y'all could Google it. If you know, ladies, or even fellas, if you know shit like this, drop it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm probably not gonna Google it. Gonna keep it a buck with y'all. But how long now before you get pregnant and meet the next guy? Will she meet another good quality guy? At 40, you know, like I said, I think she still look good. You know what I mean? She's attractive. But how long does that last? You know what I mean? Only thing I'm going to say is the eyebrows was looking a little funny from the couple of pictures I've seen. And that's because I'm not really a big fan of women shaving off their natural eyebrows and then thinking you better than the artist that put them on your face in the beginning, you know, originally. You shaving off your shit that was there originally, and then you think you're going to be some artist and put some shit better. So sometimes I always look at the eyebrows, you know what I mean? I don't know, but it is what it is. So other than that, I think she's attractive. But how long now? You meet a guy, you vet him, see if he's right for you. Then 6 months pass, a year pass. Do you want kids before the marriage, after the marriage? You know what I'm saying? This is a big thing. Now let's transition to what we're going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So with today being Mother's Day, like I said, technically it's Saturday night, Sunday morning, if you will. You know what I mean? Came across this article, and it's dealing with the decline rate, the U.S. birth rate fall 4% to its lowest point ever. I mean, like, they're saying, pretty much what they're saying here is we are below the rate of a generation replenishing itself. Meaning, I'll say it in these terms. More people are dying per day than more babies and life is being brought into the world. So that's a problem. So that would probably take away at least some of the conspiracy theories about the pandemic and they trying to get rid of us. And I still don't doubt that. Y'all know here on this channel, and just from my personal experience, I look at any institution that got money, that got power, with the side eye. Like, you know what I mean? What are y'all really trying to do? But I'll read some of this, and y'all let me know what y'all think, because it's, again, it's a Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? It says, the American birth rate fell for the 6th consecutive year in 2020. So now we in 2021. With the lowest number of babies being born since 1979. Like, we gonna rub your head with moonshine? Let's take it back to 79. Shout outs to ODB. May Allah have mercy on you. You know what I mean? Wu-Tang loved the kids, and we speaking about kids. What a coincidence. You know what I mean? 79. Some 3.6 million babies were born in the U.S. in 2020, making a 4% decline from the year before. Found the U.S. Center for Disease Control, which is CDC, National Center for Health Statistics. The slump was seen across all recorded ethnicities and origins according to the findings. So that means it's not just black and brown, but you're black. Yeah. But you're black. All ethnicities. The national picture mirrors a decline in births since seen worldwide. A trend some experts say have been accelerated by the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. See, if my page was monetized, which is not, you can't say certain words, and coronavirus for some reason is one of them. Why? Ain't that stupid though? Like, just side note, ain't that stupid? We live in, this is what it's called. This is what it is. Why you can't say coronavirus? Coronavirus, shit is getting real. I ain't gonna lie, when I first seen that Cardi B shit, At one, it was super wild funny. And then it was like, yo, this shit is crazy out here in these streets. But I think that was one of the funniest memes ever as far as the coronavirus. And I said it a few times because I say what I want on my channel. At least for now. Still thinking about what I'm going to do for the intro. Shout outs to all the new subscribers. I got like 3 subscribers. They subscribed off the Run Your Jews intro alone, which I think is a super fire song too. That's why I used it. Yeah, kid. But I don't know what I'm going to do when I get monetized soon because the views is going up. And you can't use people's shit because it's copyrighted. But anyway, let's continue. What's in the report of the reason why we seeing a strong decline in the birth rate all around? And the CDC report explains the country's general fertility rate, which compares the number of live births with the number of women considered to be of childbearing age between 15 and 44 years. So I guess, once you get your period, ladies, you can have kids pretty much. That's the beginning, The decline in, I skipped some. Oh yeah, since, yeah. In 2020, the general fertility rate in the U.S. was about 56 births per 1,000 women. The lowest rate on record and about half of what it was in the early 1960s. So we was having a lot more babies in the 60s, Black and brown communities was kind of hot. I mean, we was for the people. Yeah, power to the people and all that. Not so much today. The decline in birth rates was seen across all measured racial and ethnic groups. Births dropped by 4% amongst Black, white, and Latino women, 9% for Asian women, 3% for Hawaiian women and other Pacific Islanders, and 7% for the Native Americans and Alaskan Native women. So it's all around the board. The report also analyzed the total U.S. fertility rate, which estimates how many babies a hypothetical group of 1,000 women who have over their lifetime based on actual birth rates for a generation to exactly replace itself. This number has been at or above 2.1. It's currently sitting at 1.6. So the numbers is down. The numbers is extremely down. The numbers is, they saying we don't have enough to replenish down. That's what? What are we talking about over here? Yeah. It's getting scary. I might have to put the mask on. The purge mask, you might have to put the mask on. What's behind the drop? Like, you know what I mean? Pull up in what's behind the drop? Let's see what they say. And then I'll give some of the reasons why I think. Some of them is here as well, though. Experts say the country's tumbling birth rate is closely linked to the average age of American mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, right? You celebrate Mother's Day? What you got? What they gave you? Flowers, candy? What you got? Cook a little meal for you? You know what I mean? You and your girls went out, celebrate. Women are becoming mothers later in life. Hey, Eboni Williams, you want to have that baby at 45? Woo, Michael Jordan on the comeback. When he came back to the league after retired, 4'5". Yeah, 45. That's danger zone. Women are becoming mothers later in life. A phenom tied to increase in educational attainment. Oh, you a PhD? Yes, I'm making fun of the Kevin Samuels show. Oh, you a PhD? You a smart girl. We love them smart women. Growing labor force participation and delays in marriage. Oh, you want to carry before you marry. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. According to the Pew Research Center, the average age of mothers at first birth is 27. Woo, 27. Up from 23 in 2010. So that's 11 years ago. Recent CDC data has found this changing picture of motherhood has been driven in part by declines in pregnancies amongst teens. The birth rate amongst teenagers aged 15 and 19, I think it was a big show like that on, VH1 or BET or one of them shows, MTV, where it was teen pregnancies. That was real big a couple of years ago. A lot of women is opting out to be a baddie or be an Instagram model. can't really have, can't really do that when you got to take care of baby and grandma not around. Grandma's still working too. A lot of grandmothers are so young now, they working still, you know what I mean? Here we go. Has steepened decline of all age groups, down by 8% in 2020 to around 15 births per 1,000 women. Now, a couple of paragraphs ago, it was 56 births from 1,000 women, dropped down to 15. Damn it, man. That's a huge low. The National Center for Health Statistics has said it's too early to determine whether the pandemic has a significant effect on babies, on birth rates, because this year data is in keeping with past trends. But initial research suggests that the COVID-19 may have compounded existing patterns. Now, at first they were saying there's going to be a lot of babies, right? Yeah, they were saying there's going to be a lot of baby making. A lot of, a lot of in between the sheets, the Isley brothers, because everybody was locked down. Everybody was quarantining. You even had people that was like friends with benefits, but like, nah, I'm a friend with benefit over here with Johnny because I don't want to be by myself. You know what I mean? A lot of women, like, I'm going to shack up. You know what I mean? And they thought it was going to be a lot of babies. That really hasn't seen. On the opposite, it's been a lot of divorces. Oh, you a divorcee now? I'm a divorcee. I'm just playing around, but it didn't work out. You ain't like being around who you thought you. I get it. In June 2020, studies by the Guttmacher Institute, 1 in 3 U.S. women said that because of the COVID-19, they were likely to delay having children or have fewer children altogether. And researchers from the Brookings Institute, who predicted a large, lasting baby burst due to COVID-19, has suggested that the anxiety and economic uncertainty wrought by the pandemic would further depress birth rates going forward. From the data, the CDC shows births falling most sharply towards the end of last year, when babies conceived at the start of the pandemic would have been born. No baby. Oh, you thought you was getting pregnant. No baby. What's the global picture? What's the global picture? That's the Fruity Pebbles coffee. The creamer, that's the good flavor. While wealthy countries like Germany and Japan has slowing birth rates for some time, the same is now happening in middle income countries as well, including Thailand, Brazil, and globally. The fertility rate is expected to fall below replacement levels 2.1. Remember I said that. Births per woman by 2070. So it's 2021. That's what, 49 years? Yeah, it's 49 years. And I'm 43. I hope I'm around. I doubt if I'm going to be around for that. And that's when, do you ever think about when you out of here, fly record in video out of here, $5,000, yeah, Range Rover, you out of here, We all out of here. Tony, there was no other way. I hope they remember you. It's one of the best lines in Infinity Wars. And I did a video on that. So if you're not familiar, then go see the other video. I hope they remember you. And hopefully you don't die this week and I'll celebrate Mother's Day and your last post of some real crazy ratchet shit. And then all we got for the rest of the time is you shaking your ass. Nah, that's not a good look. By the end of this century, the reports found the world's population is projected to virtually stop growing for the first time in history. Like, we about to break records. And a widely cited study published in The Lancet last year suggested this population peak would come even earlier in 2064. I might got a chance if I take care of myself. I do a little more veganism. You know what I mean? Between 2020 and 2021, 90 countries are expected to lose population. And with the pandemic, a lot of life has been lost. And I won't read, it's a long article. I won't read too much more because they're not really giving the real reasons. Some reasons, as far as education and people not being married. Where we at? According to the UN numbers, Africa is the only region in the world projected to have a strong population growth for the rest of the 21st century, mostly concentrated in sub-Sahara Africa. Similar to the trends in the U.S., the UN has linked falling fertility rates and population growth to the gradual delays in childbearing amongst women. though the mean age of childbearing varies wildly throughout the world, meaning, when is it acceptable? Certain ages is unlawful, and certain ages it is. Overall increases will continue to lower fertility rates and the global population growth in turn. And I think, all right, so that's pretty much the whole article. Hope my reading wasn't too bad. You know what I mean? Got embarrassed in the class when the teacher used to make y'all read. Mind over matter. Yeah, Jada, what up? Shout outs to the Locks. You know what I'm saying? Look at you now. On that song? Kiss my, what's that? No, that was, who was that? Kiss the Game Goodbye. Jada. Look at you. No, actually, that was Kiss the Game Goodbye. Look at you then. Look at you now. Don't let them. Yeah, that part. So, on Mother's Day, and we're getting a little long in the video, so we're going to wrap it up a little bit. So they pretty much saying that, number one, we looking like we're not going to be able to keep up. You know what I'm saying? Because a baby born every time a man is murdered, the beginning and end. As far as rap go, it's only natural. I explain my plateau and also what defines my name. First it was nasty, but times have changed. Times has changed. So we went from the 2.1, which is the gun line, boss, the gun line, to we under that now. You done crossed the gun line. You don't give a fuck. You running for your life, and boss is on your ass. And I'm being funny, but in all seriousness, we not producing enough babies, they saying, for these new generations. Because my era and other people, we already, we on course to die out, and everybody will have an end game. But they saying the new population, like a lot of people, is not getting married, putting off having babies in their younger years, and for careers, for riding the carousel, as they say on some of these other channels, living your best life, having your whole phase, doing what you want to do, being liberated. And I mean liberated. I got freedom, but you're free, yeah. Free, like free, like the commercial? Yeah, you free. You in the modern world, living in America, and you free, ladies. It's for the ladies, because y'all the one that carry the babies. And I think it's other. One, it definitely is the education. A lot of black women, a lot of women. I'm going to stick to the black, but I'm black. Yeah, I'm black and I'm brown, even though I'm light skinned. I don't really know what the other people are doing. Let them do what they do. But a lot of sisters is they enrolling in college more. I don't know about the degrees when these arguments take place, because we getting the most degrees and we doing this. I don't know about all that. I leave that to the smarter people. I know y'all enrolling and y'all getting a lot of liberal arts degrees and going into debt for shit y'all not using. But that's on you if that's what you want to do. Not getting married, people is definitely not getting married. I mean, who want to get married in these days and times? Drake, like all the people he know that's married is miserable. And, a lot of them, they are. I did the other video when I used to work inside the office before I started being an entrepreneur and being self-employed. I used to have to go to work, put the suit on a few times, you know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of married women in there hating their marriage, coming to work looking good. I told y'all, right? Yeah, and I used to be like, damn, your husband not boning you? Your husband not sexing you? Damn it, man. Don't slip up. Like, yeah, T.I. and R. Kelly, because I'm a flirt. Yeah, don't slip up. Some of them are looking beautiful, smelling good, looking good. You doing your thing. But you married and you're not happy for whatever reason. I don't know if your husband was a good guy or not. But the point is marriage is down. Education is up. You're a smart chick. You a PhD. Freezing your eggs. We doing a lot, and then it's also the factor of the standards and what we want, what men want, what women want. You know what I mean? See the Claire and Bill Cosby Huxtable video I did. Normal or not normal, but a lot of times the women list is mad long. Like, that shit is a rap sheet. Like, look at my rap sheet, and then the guy list is kind of like really small, and I equate that to it's not really hard to please a man. Keep it a buck. I am a man. Yeah, I'm a man. I'm a man. Them signs that the black men used to have to carry back in the days. Yeah, I'm a man. Treat and respect me as a man. Treat me as such. Yeah, I'm a man. And it's not hard to please us, in my opinion. Do you have some diva ass niggas? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. Who cares about them? But for the most part, I don't require a lot personally. And, as long as you could be, certain things that I like, then I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? On y'all, on the other hand, you have a long list, and men is not measuring up. And again, social media, everybody want to be a star. Because everybody want to be a star. When he When he's on top. Yeah, that's Michael Jackson. But that was Dougie Fresh when he remixed. You know what I mean? But no one ever comes around when he starts to draw. Like, everybody want to be a star. Everybody want to be famous and celebrityism and all that. Influencers. So, you know, this no good man, this no good man, this no good, that's no good. And there's no structure. There's no order. You know what I mean? I was on my man Water post. Shout out to my nigga Water. You know what I mean? The most interesting man alive. Like, this nigga took the Dos Equis dude place. And when he see this, he gonna laugh because he know what I'm talking about. He was posting something about the toxicity and relationships and what goes from one relationship to the other, another, and this like a never-ending cycle. And a lot of women was like, just the black man just need to just respect us and bow down because we created all this shit. And then I calmly commented like, you know, y'all are the mothers of the earth. You are, like, much respect. Happy Mother's Day again to those that celebrate. But it's only through the power of God that you have that position, that you're able to bring life into the world. And then I want you to go look at the statistics of deaths during birth. So, you know, as you're the creator, you're thinking you're the creator. You know, you're not the creator. You bring life into the world through the grace of God. Now, if you're an atheist or you a God body or wisdom, which is the counterpart of being God body, the wisdom body, yeah, then you don't believe in that. So maybe you do believe like, no, I am the creator. I'm God. Then this conversation is not for you because I don't even entertain people that think they God. I don't talk with them. I mean, I may talk with them, but not on these topics. It's a waste of time. It's like, don't go running and knocking your head against the wall. That's what the white man wants you to do. Like Malcolm in the movie, yeah. I don't argue with those people. Everybody else, I will have a conversation if you want to have it. God, man, woman, child. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sun, moon, star, like everything is in, you know, that part. So it just seems like a lot of women, and there's no offense to y'all. Y'all can leave in the comments. You know, it is what it is. Over here, I love women. I mean, I got a woman. I mean, like, say what you say. But y'all not the creator. Through the creator, y'all able to create or procreate, bring life into the world. Y'all carry the life. So again, you are the mother. I'm not saying that you're not. But the entitlement or the sense of like, because you can bring life into the earth, that man has to bow down. Like, no, that's not the order of operation. Like, that's not how we going to do things. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons that the child rate is going down. And a lot of men don't want to do child support and the divorce rates. And again, I didn't study these statistics myself. I see other people quote them. That doesn't mean that they're right. I don't got time to look for it. Maybe you could look in and then say, oh, now whoever quoted that is right, or now they way off. But they say the women are leaving the marriages. They're leaving. So what is the men to do? We not leaving. It's y'all that's leaving. And then it's like Korea. You want to be smart and be the president, the vice president, Kamala Harris, and go, do you. You know what I mean? Hillary, do you. You in the Senate. You out there like Tamika Mallory being the leader and all that. Like, hey, I'm saluting you. Fulfill your purpose, whatever you think your purpose is. But if they saying by 2070 or even 2064 that we're going to be looking around like, damn it, man, where's the babies at? Like, where's the next generation? And people do get murdered every day. But speaking of birth, it was a lady, I'm not sure what country she in. This was an ill story. And I'm going to end it with this. She had 8 babies at one time. Like, wow, that's God. That's not you, women. That's not you. That's God. Like, wow. She had 8 babies. Some of them was premature. And the story was like they all doing fine. Or they projected to be fine. And I just thought that was an amazing story. Like, wow. She gave birth to a whole tribe. If that's not God, then I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? That's like a cat having mad babies or a dog. They have litters and all that with mad babies coming out. But women, you're not God. I mean, you're not God. You're not overman. If anything, if you want to fight the argument that you're equal with man, I go for that. You want to be equal with, that's cool. Just don't complain when it's time to do equal shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I think most of the men are saying anyway. I don't think they hating or they don't like women or they want to be by themselves. What is it? Mental or men go their own way, whatever the acronym how it said. Somebody asked me in my comments like, are you a mental? I'm like, hell no. I'm not going my own way. I'm going where the ladies is at. Why would I be going over there with the men? I don't know. I'm not preaching don't never get married. You know what I mean? I'm not teaching none of that. We should get married. We should maintain and be the protectors of the women and raise good children to be productive in society. That's my stand. So if anybody tell you anything different, you know, for the people that start supporting me, and I got the defenders and all that, Popovich defenders. Know what I mean? Popovich defenders, assemble. Like, you know what I mean? When I get that level, then y'all could go tell people when I be seeing, like, for these bigger channels, they be having people defend them in the comments and shit. Like, he ain't say that, he said this, or nah, she was saying this. And it's funny. I think it's all crazy, but, you know, it is what it is. I think a family is a family of man, woman, and child. That's what I believe. If you believe something different, then that's cool, too. Oh, and that's another reason why the birth rate is down, because of the alphabet team. You know what I mean? People that's in that community. And like I said, you always got to state shit so you don't hurt nobody's feelings. On some Kanye West, ooh, they so sensitive. Don't never fix your lips like, yeah, to say something, then you going to end up apologizing. Let me know if it's a problem then. All right, man, holla then. La, 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 la. Yeah, over here we deal sports and hip-hop. Interviews, Popovisms 101, and motivation. That's why this shit just flow freely. I love hip-hop. But, yeah, you got to say stuff to, you know, preference your statements. But, yeah, I got people in my family that's gay. I work with gay people. You know, I have no problem with them. But they are a big reason that the birth rate is going down, too. Because two men can't have babies. You know what I mean? A woman can still have baby, but you still need a man to produce. And then who wants to donate a child or his legacy and his seed to a woman that want to be with another woman? Like, that don't make sense. Like, why would I want to have, especially if it's a son, like, why would I want my son to be raised by two women? It's already bad in one. We already see the statistics for a single mother home. Then, you know what I mean? Just because it's two now doesn't make it better. This is the only case where I'm going to say two is not better than one. Maybe two incomes, but you get the point that I'm saying. So, people, what do you think? Do you think Shorty Eboni wasted her time and this guy time with the 4 years? What is the reason Serena Williams turned herself white or is trying to turn herself white, if that's the case? ADEBAYO, you know what I mean? Is he dating the white chick or not? Is it a problem? Are you triggered? And lastly, what do you think the reason is that the CDC and the statistics and all that is coming out saying that the birth rate is under the gun line? We way under, to where we not going to be able to produce because niggas is getting killed in the streets. Like Cam said, paid in full, niggas die every day, B. And we be cool with that shit, especially the black and the brown. And the only time we really care is when it's another race on the other side of the gun. When it's us, it's like, oh, they're going to get locked up. Don't worry about it. Pookie and Ray Ray, police will catch them. Don't worry about it. Until it's your family. Then you standing out there with the mothers against gun violence. Standing out there with the, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. So you already know it's your boy, Popovich. We live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That's a fact. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.